Guys, so somebody sent. I was walking around actually looking for a new free company. Somebody sent me an invite. If you haven't watched other videos, I'll go and just quickly tell you the story. I was in another one. I'd been there for a while actually, and a lot of people had actually left over the time, and I was wondering why that was. But anyway, basically last night somebody was complaining about another character. So let me change the mic audio real quick. Almost forgot. So anyway, like they were complaining and just going on and on. So I asked I was just asking what happened. And you can see this in the last video actually. And kept complaining. I was like, come on, it's just another player, whatever. Eventually I said, look, it's a video game, not real life. And they got so pissed off about that and just booted me out. So I'm like, if they're gonna be that childish, I'm not gonna worry about it. So we're gonna go ahead and go along with this story quest and see where we can go. I'm hoping I get to 80 soon. So it's just there. I need to go to the rookery. So we had to talk to this free company for a little bit. They seem like cool people, so at the very least I'll ride with them for a while. I gotta figure out actually where I should be able to check. Oh, they're in Shirogane. That's awesome.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible. Neither can I, to be honest. But you heard what the Ascians said. The light you shine will warp the world around you, whether you like it or not. Even Y'shtola and Reen had to concede that point. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood, when we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice, one last fight, one last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we had made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burns so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then. As I thought, what happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
You were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning. Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have my poor little sapling. Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it. Cut ties with the It won't fix the problem. But would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours. Don't give me that look! Of course I knew before I asked! Besides, what would become of my precious... Oh, my dear beloved sapling. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and... Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearer. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find... But what will you do with it, I wonder?
It's good advice and all, but this gave her the most annoying voice. I definitely don't want to jump down there. Something about I think it's sleep. God, fucking eye. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, it's all in 3 different places. So I need to go to the Amaro launch. Excuse me. I don't know what the one on top is. I'll have to look. I think it's the Cabinet of Curiosities. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. And then we check. It is the Cabinet of Curiosity. So where is that at? Okay, going to Lakeland. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, so this should be interesting. Right. That's not much, but at least each time is a little experience. I just want to get to 80 so I can get the job quest and that last hunt quest. Dawson Gate. And there's the Ocula. I'm wondering if, in the end, you still get the nighttime because of the I'm guessing the last title you get Shadowbringer, which would make sense. We'll see, though.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Well, Jay was
a
over
moment
there.
To collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale.
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes. and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plans from falling into disarray these many years, bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold.
I remember seeing that.
For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again, and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
At this point in time, I yet travel with the Warrior of Light in Eorzea, and I would not have matters here interfere with that of all episodes in my life. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the Light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do? We should be on our way. Diassian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
So we still got... I thought Veruthi would be the last one, but I think Emmett is. took us is a new area that'll be new side quests, and it won't be that difficult to get to 80. So we may still have quite a video left. So. The ammo tamer.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command. I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again.
There's even more reason to go.
Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alisaie, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No, the least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement, then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight.
Of course.
And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them!
No! Well, not in so many words.
Right, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That's...
I broke the dam. I broke the dam. I broke the dam.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting.
Oh shit, you can't really come back to Crystarium? That's kind of weird. So I don't want to do that level 80 quest. Let's just go ahead and pick up these side quests. How many are there? Only 3, so oh, there's a few. Okay. So this is not going to get me to 80, but at least it'll give me somewhat closer. There is no Warnock Sky. Okay, let's see. Any more in this area? Except for this, the main quest, not really. Well, let's get to this one over here. It looks like you're supposed to go around and talk to people. At least it's a little bit better. So I need to go to the markets. Material would help too if I could put in there. I might get some more gear soon, get a little better, higher gear level. So there are a few things here I need to do. Looks like there's something across the way in the markets. Anything in this area? What's that? Is there something down there? No. The other thing I have to go upstairs. So let's go to... So what's the best place to go to? I think I have to go upstairs. Get some of this stuff. to go this way. There we go. That one was pretty easy to do. Okay, so I need to get to... What's this? The pendants. I'm trying to think of the best way to get... I think I'll ask you to go back to the markets. Goes down into the pendants though, so it does. Oh, that whole thing about not being able to return. It's kind of strange there. Okay, so this goes up. Should be, because that guy's up there. I think I know how to get there actually. There's a couple of them down here. Got that done. Alright, so let's see. Okay, I know where we are. So where's there's one guy that was like, where's he? Yeah, I don't know how to get there. I must have not. Let's go ahead and go to the Cabinet of Curiosity and get the other quest. Are there any more quests in the city besides the one at the Cabinet of Curiosity? Except, of course, the main one. So I think we figured out the best way to let's go to the crystalline mean and turn some of this stuff in, just to get it off the map. Or I can just use this one. I should use that better because then better goes to launch. Okay, a bracelet, that's cool. I like that. Lemonade. Hopefully it's just something good. I really need some necklace copper, to be honest with you. Bracelet's 412. How much difference is it? Okay. And that's not worth it. There's a lot of points I can see it, but it's just not. It's not at all. It's slow but sure. That's it. So now I gotta figure out how to, where am I? I need to get to, what's the best way to do this? Probably go back to either the markers or the pendants, it doesn't really matter. Gotta be able to get up there. Probably should see it. Who's that thing again? I was up there, or was up on earlier. So there's the doors. That leads out to the Oh yeah, I was looking like over that way. I didn't see the. I didn't realize that your stairs. It's easy enough. Let's see what turn to go ahead and turn the Cabinet of Curiosity, turn that in, and then finish this The Poet Doesn't Know a quest. And then I'll have to sign off for a short bit, just a couple minutes. start the new video. Yep. I think he was near the Amro launch. Like just on the stairs from there. Cantonary, so I need to go to the markets. I'll take care of all the quests here. Won't give me too much experience, but I'm a little closer to 80. It is, yeah. Alright, so that, not sure around. Let's see if any other quests pop before we go. So let's go ahead. And I haven't noticed that. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead. I want to see if it says, if you do the quest, if it says, hey, you can't return. Or if it's just like quest dialogue. I think it said that once before about somewhere, and I was like, no, I can just return. Okay, so let's go ahead and check where that is. In Lakeland. So I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna get sign off for just like 5-10 minutes, and I'll be back. I have to probably end the broadcast first.